Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, and today we're going to talk about a 3-man Golem 13 team. And just to get into things, I don't necessarily think Golem is something you should actively farm. I get asked that a lot, like why should I farm Golem? And the long and the short of it is I really think you should just kind of avoid Golem, just pretend it doesn't exist. But in cases like this where you have one or two pieces you really want to get going, it's worth throwing together a little bit of a team, and it's also a really easy starter team if you have some of the units available, most specifically Tamarin. Tamarin's kind of the core for a lot of things. I think you could get away using Hazel instead, but I can't say for sure until I get some flipping gold to try out free equipment removal. So to start things off, our 3-man team is going to be, do I even have it set up here? Way to be prepared for a video. I actually do. Look at this. Our 3-man team is Adventurer Raz, failing defense breaks 24/7. We have Tamarin, and then we have Saul. So Saul right now is on a really good set of gear, but don't be scared by that, because when we started to explore a 3-man team, I was very, very reluctant to use Saul. I didn't want to use him because I wanted to use my Surmia, I wanted to use my Araminta, I wanted to use Kawana, I wanted to use all my cool fire units, and my Soul was on literally like a defense ring, a +9 HP pair of boots. He was on like a +6 helm, and he had 6 different pieces of gear, like legit 6 different sets. So he had no damage. All he had was survivability because he had a defense flipping ring on, but he was terrible. So don't get discouraged by this. This will make your run faster, having a really, really good damage set. But if you want to be more stable, you just give him some tanky stats, and he's going to do enough damage anyway, because his damage is going to be done through his ridiculous skills and his Joker. Like, that's where a lot of his damage is going to be done. So don't worry about his gear too much. And then we have Tamarin as well. This is the gear I have on her right now. And again, the gear is not too important. She just needs to stay alive and keep Saul alive. And the more tanky your Saul's gear is, the less gear your Tamarin needs. And then for our final slot, we have our Raz here. I'm going to have to... Oh, he already has an Aureus on Pog. That's awesome. So this is my Raz's stats as well. It doesn't really matter. He's not going to die. He's just the Aureus tank. Nothing really matters. Getting some effectiveness is good there. 65% would be great. But outside of that, it's just those 3. And again, the reason why we do these Golem dungeons is just to get those few things reforged that you need to get reforged. Like if we take a look at 2 of the ones I did because I wanted, like 2 of the reasons why I started farming this. If we can take a look at our sets here, we've got a attack set pair of boots somewhere right here. This is one of the ones I wanted to reforge. Obviously a pretty bonkers piece of gear, and this is absolutely worth going to Golem to reforge for. And the other one was a weapon. This is actually not one of the ones I was going to reforge for, but it dropped while we were doing this. Where is it here? This one here, 19 speed at 90. So this is the reason why I jumped into Golem. Whether or not you go in for the same thing, or you really just screw everything everybody says and I want my health sets, maybe that's you instead. Whatever, it's all good. You're not really punished too hard farming this. See, I just automatically click Wyvern there. So yeah, let's just watch this team here. And it was actually, believe it or not, better. Well, maybe not better, but a little more stable when I just had the ragtag of trash team going in here. And by that, I mean the Saul with absolutely no gear. It was actually better then, because you're not gonna die to like an enrage time or anything like that. You're only going to die to just like a bunch of RNG and like nothing landing. And like if your Raz doesn't land defense breaks, and don't worry, he won't, it doesn't matter, because you can go as long as you want, as long as your Saul stays alive. He's the only one realistically going to die. And having him on that tanky set will eventually let you land a defense break here. By the way, Raz's whole goal in life is to infuriate you with his defense breaks. He's going to land it on your phase 1 every single time, but once you get into where it matters in phase 2, he just... I have such anger. And this is, again, not a fast run. This is a slow run, but let's be real here. I have 0 leaves. I have 0 stamina. I might as well, like if I was going to do Golem, I might as well get a little bit more efficiency out of it. I'm also, I don't know if this is just me, like let me know in the comments below there if it's just me or not, but I'm super out of any sort of fodder as well. Like I'm out of 6 stars I can make, I'm out of 5-star fodder, I'm out of literally everything at this point. I'm not sure if that's like a byproduct of me using my leaves on hunts and you using 4-man hunts instead, but I just want to make some 6 stars. We actually just 6-starred our Sinful Angelica yesterday, which is nice. And shout out to Smilegate. Please get rid of repeat battling. Repeat battling will begin next battle. Stop repeat battling. And then you click into it, nothing shows. You click into it, it doesn't even tell you how many leaves are here. Like, come on. I'm actually going to click that off because we don't really care about repeat battling right now. If Raz gets a defense break, it doesn't matter. And one of the reasons why I was saying Mascot Hazel might work instead is just because if your Sol is tanky, there are no real danger spots, you know? Like, you'll get by in time if she's on, like, Wondrous Potion or something like that. Like a mix with Raz's defense buff here and his healing, and it's just enough to get through. We can see we've got all the flippin' debuffs, although maybe it'll be hard to clear that off with Mascot Hazel here. Statues raised, counterattack with all having defense down, but we did have defense buff as well. I also thought about trying this with Lilius, but I like showcasing Raz a little bit more because so many more people have access to him. And it's just going to be a fight back and forth until Raz lands a defense break. And once you get a Raz defense break and that combo we just saw there, the boss is just dead. And that's one of the reasons why it doesn't really matter if you have really good gear on your Sol or not, because once you line up those cooldowns, that Golem is donezo. And I would like to see it once in this video here. Raz is gonna go ahead, proc a counterattack. Cool. Good job. But next time he's gonna line it up. And the other bad part is with a 1-turn defense break with the Raz here, he just ends up using it and then the Golem goes and you're like, man, Raz, come on, buddy. I thought we were friends. But I think this next turn, he has potential here to defense break. Hope you're ready. Doesn't defense break, what a surprise. But that would have been, actually no, it would have been gone. It would have been gone right there before anything happened anyway. And again, if we had landed 1 line of defense break, the boss would have been dead a long time ago. So it's basically just like I continue doing this until Raz pays attention. Here we go, this is it, watch this. He's got it, he's gonna skill 2, boom, defense break! Beat him up, yeah! We got 1 in there, heck yeah. And then if you go ham, you do like the full bar of HP if you go ham with Sol, like you get the combo and then you go again. Really cool. Yeah, so that is my 3-man Golem 13 run. As always, I don't think it's something you should really strive to get going, but if you specifically want a couple things reforged, which you probably do at this point, you might as well get her done. Like if we look at Golem here, there might be a couple things I can do. Like I don't really have that many great pieces of Golem gear. Like this one is probably worth doing. Get that 21% attack, 16% crit chance there. But then for the chest, for attack chest, we have the raid pieces already. Like this is a piece I should probably jump back into Golem just to get done. 22 crit chance, like that's pretty good. It is on a health set, but I do like health sets on my DPS. As for my next, like I have nothing there I want to do. As for the rings, it's about the same. Like this one is not bad, but it's the wrong set. This one is my first ever purple plus 15 piece of gear, so maybe I'll do this just out of like nostalgia purposes. I actually bought this from the shop way back when. And then literal no poots. So that's as much Golem as I have farmed. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I will talk to you folks later. Have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.